Check out carmarshal.com. The link is in the description. They help support us.
He tells us he didn't resign.
The city of Brooksville sending
Brooksville just firing its police chief. This while the city is in talks to disband that entire police department. ABC Action News reporter Wendy Lane learning the city isn't giving a lot of details about why they let him go.
Chief Turner tells us last night at 5 o'clock, 2 letters were put on his desk that said either resign or be terminated. He tells us he didn't resign.
The city of Brooksville sending out a release this afternoon saying it terminated Police Chief George Turner, who has been chief for more than 10 years. The press release only stated a number of factors being the reason. So we went to City Hall to get more answers.
At this point in time, I just feel that I have lost the confidence in the chief.
We requested Chief Turner's termination letter. It says in short, the chief revealed criminal investigation information to the press and put the city of Brooksville at risk of a lawsuit.
Are you saying that there's more incidents than just the one in the letter?
There are a number of factors in addition to the letter which led me to finally make my decision to end relationship with Chief Turner.
At a time when the city is actively negotiating for the sheriff's office to take over law enforcement, those who support keeping the police department are even more frustrated.
I know that that's one way of cutting the budget. So, and that's what it's been about, cutting budgets, cutting budgets.
In his statement, the chief said the city has been on a witch hunt for months. I have always taken the high road and will continue to do so. I will be pursuing my legal options to address the situation. For now, the city has appointed Detective Tracy Schofield to run Brooksville PD until someone else is appointed interim chief. In Brooksville, Wendy Lane, ABC Action News.
Welcome back.
Sure you can.
All right, my name is Andy. I'm with Charlotte County COPWATCH. I wanted to ask, what is your opinion of COPWATCH and community review boards for police? What's your opinion?
We don't have that.
Okay, right.
Hopefully we don't have that because there'd be nothing to write.
Right.
It would be negative.
Right. There you go.
That's my hope.
Right. That would be good.
That would be my hope. I believe watchdog groups are good.
Thank you.
Because you keep us honest.
I try.
So that's my take on that. I mean, I'm transparent with the press.
Right.
Have always been. If you check on me on Brooksville and talk to all the press up there, they got my name, my cell phone. I'm available 24/7.
Wow.
I don't believe in that no comment. I've never said no comment in my life.
Wow.
There are certain times when you have to say I can't talk more about this story because it's an open investigation. When that happens, I will say that, and then stand by it. But and you have to write whatever you have to write. But transparency to me is the key to all of us getting along.
Can I ask 2 more quick ones?
Sure.
Okay, what's your opinion of body camera, car camera, and a new one that a lot of people are doing, and I like it, court cameras? I know that does relate to, but it doesn't. Yeah. But what's your opinion?
In Brooksville, I've been there for 10.5 years.
Okay.
Prior to that, I was in Longbow Key for 6 years.
Okay.
We had in-car cameras the whole time.
Wow.
When I left New York, we had and back then you had it was 4 or 5 different pieces.
Right. Yeah. Now it's
nice
one, right? I think.
Now it's just simple. And you download it in the trunk, and the officers can't get it.
Correct.
And and the way I've always sold the in-car cameras to the officers was that it is a tool for them.
Both sides.
As much.
Both
because
sides.
It tells exactly what happened.
Absolutely.
He said, she said. And the majority of our personnel complaints, which thank God I don't get many, can be cleared up in a second with video.
Correct.
Right. So I'm 100% in support of videos in the car.
Yep.
The body cameras, I'm theoretically all for them.
Right.
The only problem is the expense of storage.
Right.
For my department, Brooksville, who was broke, that's an issue.
Right.
For other departments, you have to weigh it. I mean, if there's an issue, I think body cameras are great.
Right.
As a tool for both us and for the public.
Both sides, absolutely.
But there's never a question.
Right.
There's always going to be a question if I'm talking to you and something happens over here.
Correct.
That has to be caught on the camera.
Correct.
But without it.
Correct.
You can still get sound. You can still get some other stuff. So I'm all for body cameras. I'm all for in-car videos.
Yeah.
The court cameras, I think I think we should all be able to see what's going on.
Oh man, I like. You're doing great. You're getting A's all the way so far. We're down to the last question.
I'm sure I'm not always going to get A's, but I'm good with it.
We're down to the last question that, as she knows, is a situation here. What's your opinion of the dogs? There's been a lot of dog incidents here. They've abused them excessively on mauling.
I've had canine experience for the last 25 years.
Right.
Probably even longer than that, probably 30 years. I was never a canine handler myself. I was actually a lieutenant in charge of canine division. I had 2 shepherds of my own, personal dogs. One was a dog that I brought up to be a canine.
Right. That
flunked out and we wound up keeping them. So I'm very familiar with the breed.
Right.
I used to have 2 dogs in Bristol. I have 1 now.
Right.
I've never had a bite.
Right.
When we were in Gualtieri, we didn't have any. But in New York, I had 5 dogs at one time.
Right.
These dogs, the kind of dogs, and I always found that the personality of the dog and the handler always seem to go together.
Right.
You have an aggressive handler, you're going to have an aggressive dog.
Exactly. What do you do in that situation then?
You don't have that person.
Okay.
You don't have that person to handle a dog because I don't want a dog like that. Now, my dogs in Brooksville, when I first started the program, they had some issues in the past.
Right.
With dogs, and I wanted to bring a dog back, so what I started with just drug dogs.
Right.
They weren't bite dogs. I wanted them friendly. I wanted them to be able to go into the schools. I wanted kids to be able to pull on the dog's ear.
And he won't rip them apart, right?
That's the kind of dog we want.
That's a good dog.
Yeah, so we had that dog. We wound up getting a patrol dog.
Right.
But the patrol dog we had, this dog's a little bit high-strung.
Right.
We know we can't send that dog into a school.
At least you're honest.
But it's a good dog.
Right.
I mean, dogs are very expensive. So when you get them, and then you train. Now my handler is a very laid-back, mellow handler.
Right.
Prior, I had a handler that was a little bit more aggressive.
Right.
He needed that little laid-back dog.
Okay.
Kind of offset of both.
Right.
And my laid-back guy can handle the aggressive dog because he's laid back.
Interesting.
We have never had an issue.
Right.
Knock on some wood, but I don't need to do that. But I mean, anything can happen.
Correct.
You can have an accidental bite.
Right.
But actually, we had one dog bit another officer that happened to walk by.
Wow.
And just nipped him in the hand.
Right.
But it wasn't a civilian. And 2,
right.
It was kind of like the handler's fault.
Right.
For not controlling where the dog was at and allowing other people to go by. Now, when I see a dog in the hallway, I go around it.
I would too. Correct. Yes, I'm hogging up here. You did great, man. Thank you very much.
What's your name?
Andy, Charlotte County COPWATCH.
Okay. All right.
Yep, I'm online.
All right, I'll look for you.
Thank you.
The problem, which is the police have been tasked. We've got body cameras running.
Yes.
Right, hello.
I was going to ask you about body cameras. So.
That was on my list here, and I missed it. I'm sorry.
Sure, my pleasure.
Chat with others.
County, this is Charlotte County COPWATCH, and I wanted to explain what fair use is. You can use pieces of news articles if you're doing it for news reporting, you have commentary, and you're doing it for education purposes. So that's what fair use is, as you can see right here. Another reason why I wanted to make this video is to let you know I have just joined with Patreon. A nice thing with Patreon, I make no money on YouTube. They took the money away years ago, and so this is another way to give, and it's a nice thing too because you can give monthly. You can give $1, $5, $10, whatever. I do 4 to 5 hours a day on trying to wake the sheeple up on how corrupt it is and different ways that you can fight the corruption. So Patreon is a way that you can do it, and then of course the old way is still there. Donate to Sheriff County COPWATCH with PayPal or credit card. So keep that in mind. 4 to 5 hours a day. I make no money, but the corruption happened to me and I'm sick of it, so I'm trying to wake people up. But my wife would love it if if we could get some help out there. There's 47,000 subscribers. Just think if each one of you subscribers just gave let's say actually yes, $1 a month. 47,000 subscribers gave $1 a month. That would be awesome. That's not going to happen. But anyways, that would be great if it did happen. But do the math in your head. Just think about it. Like I said, 4 to 5 hours a day. I get no money from YouTube. YouTube has gone nuts. You can't do anything anymore. They're taking the money away everywhere. So these are a couple different ways that you can still help out with all this time that I put in. And as you know, I'm in a special situation where, you know, at least I can do it, you know, 4 to 5 hours a day. We have a cleaning company during the day. That's what allows me to do this, and we're debt free. So this is my hobby. I don't go fishing and all that other crap. I try to save the world. So help me out to make the wife happy, man. In fact, if you guys did give $1 a day, and there was 47,000 of you, and you did it, and each of you gave $1, and that was every month, oh my God, yes, I could quit. I could start suing them. Another idea too that we have is, you know, if I got, you know, some funds, we could actually contact everyone that has been ticketed and or arrested and put in jail and start sending them postcards to let them know we're here, and to see if everything went all right, and if it didn't, find out their story. So we could even do more investigations and more lawsuits. Lawsuits take money. So just think about that. You know, 47,000 of you so far right now. You know, $1 a day. I mean, $1 a month on Patreon, or $5 a month Patreon, 10, 20, whatever. Just do the math in your head, help out. This is a lot of work every single day. Thanks.